I made a 3D animated alien environment, but I only have 24 hours to complete it. Also, as a side note, editing, recording, rendering, and uploading to YouTube counts too, not just animation. That means that me talking to you right now is also counting towards my time, so I'll just get right into things. I used Blender's ANT landscape add-on to generate a mesa valley thing. I gave it several black reflective materials, but the terrain is so dark I don't think you can tell they're different. After this, I created a river by applying the ocean modifier to a plane and giving it a glowing green reflective material. I began animating the camera and tried to use the focus and f-stop as much as I could to make the animation as pretty as possible. I also made the camera blurrier when it was moving fast, especially at the beginning of the animation when the camera appears to descend off a cliff. I noticed that in some of the shots you could see beyond the valley I had created, so I duplicated the valley mesh and scaled it up so that you could no longer just see into nothingness. I thought the river wasn't illuminating the valley enough, but I knew if I made it brighter then the river would appear white. As a solution, I added several lights around the valley. Finally, I downloaded an HDRI high dynamic range image and applied it to the sky to give the scene an outer space-y effect. I rendered with the default settings to save time, but fortunately this was one of the few times that Eevee looked better than Cycles. Basically, Cycles generally looks better and more realistic than Eevee. However, Eevee renders 5 times faster than Cycles, so when Eevee looks just as good or better than Cycles, it is just a huge time saver. To put in perspective how much of a difference this made, if I use Cycles, I might be done rendering 2 days from now, instead of several hours ago, since I used Eevee. Finally, before I play the clip, remember that growing a small YouTube channel is really hard, so I'd appreciate it if you liked the video. That's all I'm asking, and it's free. If you liked this video, then you should watch these videos next.